Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. And welcome back to an evening stream of Death Trick Double Blind. Where it is now finally the evening as we make our way through the game, asking random people about random things because I'm all out of clues.
You could say Steven is clueless. Also, good evening.
There is one thing that's still like on the list, and that's finding the attacker, but I don't know how. We'll figure that out. But anyways,
you just go around and ask people like, do you have a hobby of knocking people unconscious and stripping them? And then you say no, you just move on to the next person.
yes, I think that's what I tried, but didn't work. Alright. I was thinking about asking Alice about the young prankster. Let me get into the voice. I hear Jan has a bit of a habit of pranking people.
Yep. Sorry. On beat. There. What?
No worries, no worries.
Yeah.
Has she ever pulled a prank on you?
She tried.
But didn't succeed?
She tried pouring glue in my paints, but I could smell it before I dipped my paintbrush in them. She tried scaring me in my sleep, but I'm a light sleeper and managed to get the jump on her when she thought she was closing in.
Oh, that's good. That's good when somebody who's trying to scare someone gets scared instead. That's excellent.
Once, she tried to sabotage her own performance gear. There's this safety rope we use when she's practicing a new trick. She was going to secretly detach it while she was up there to make me think my equipment failed.
Sounds like a really stupid idea. Wouldn't that be harming herself?
A sane person would agree, but God knows she doesn't think like one. And to be honest, it would have given me a heart attack if that had happened.
How did you even dodge that last one?
I had a feeling. It compelled me to lock her safety in place. She didn't have the key.
Just restrained her. Wow, how do you do it?
Same as any other lock.
No, how do you keep thwarting her plans? Do you have a secret informer?
I'm a psychic. Unlike you, I don't claim to be a mind reader. I don't know, sometimes I guess I just feel it coming. If she's staying around watching when she's really not supposed to, she's up to something.
It sounds easy, but keeping your guard up must be exhausting.
It's alright. I'm good at it, I guess.
And she hasn't tried anything else since?
I guess when Hattie came, she found a new target.
Alright. Good
Honestly,
enough.
it's a small wonder she's still alive.
When I reach my hand out to the train door to knock, I realize it's already open.
Finally, I'm starved. Oh, it's you.
Eileen standing in the middle of the room, excited to see me come in but disappointed when she realized it wasn't who she was waiting for. Are you expecting someone else?
Yeah, Jan went to fetch dinner for the two of us a few minutes ago.
That's when someone bursts through the door yelling.
Oh, there she is.
Jan rushes in like a tiny whirlwind of yellow and blue fabric and black hair, dumping whatever she was holding onto the table with a loud clang that makes both me and Aideen flinch. That's when she looks up and notices me.
Hey.
Aideen has already walked over to the table where Jan just dropped the casserole by the time Jan and I finished our greetings.
Well, let's stare at them and see how long it takes for them to sift
Exactly, I'm
the
just-
broccoli out.
We're just menacing people while they're trying to eat.
You carried this here without gloves?
It didn't feel that hot when I got it, and then I started walking, and I swear it got hotter and hotter.
Give me your hands. Do you need some cold water?
I'm fine.
She still reluctantly puts her hands out, which Aideen immediately grabs for closer examination.
Really fine. I have the thick skin thingy from the training.
Calluses. They're called calluses.
Yeah, it's pretty good to get those on your heart as well.
Mm-hmm. Whatever, it didn't burn me.
Next time, ask them for a wet towel or some oven gloves or something.
How about a tray?
Okay.
She's just saying yes to anti-conversation. I've been there before.
If it burns your hand, imagine trying to climb a rope ladder with that.
Ow. Alright, I get it. No burning.
Aideen rolls her eyes and invites both of us to the table, dragging the chair from her vanity desk over to accommodate me.
Jackie.
Jackie,
Fuck.
have you eaten yet?
That's not me.
Come, have some with us. This might not be enough for the three of us, but you are in luck. I will let Jan starve.
Aideen sets utensils on the table and walks over to the little stove heating the tea kettle on the other end of the room.
No! Don't let me starve.
Aideen starts laughing, menacingly. I'm sorry, what's happening?
Jan is going on a diet.
Jan looks at
That's
me
what's
with,
happening.
with gritted teeth.
That's my sweet potatoes.
Come on, there's enough going around for 2 grown women.
Jan's yams.
Or
That's amazing.
That's like, she looks really nonplussed. Like, only minuses, no pluses at all.
That face is amazing.
Aideen
Yeah, it's-
opens the burner under the stove and fishes out a few foil-wrapped sweet potatoes.
See, this is me when you tell me that the sweet potatoes are without sugar and with artificial sweetener.
The sweet potato is an actual thing. It's the potato itself that is sweeter.
Steph, that hurt. that really hurt. That you assumed I did not know that.
okay, let's
Straight-laced retort is excellent. It's just completely ignore the joke. Just be like, you know, sweet potatoes actually contain more sugar than regular potatoes. They're actually a tumor.
I did not recognize it as a joke, and I just went full explanation mode. Okay, it's the teacher in me that just then starts explaining what it is. I can't help it.
Okay, for the future, if we're talking food, assume I know it. It's more likely that I know it than that you know it. Well, no, there's exceptions with historical food that you probably know better. But aside from that, I will likely know. Going back to our regularly scheduled program. The casserole might not be enough for the three of us, so good thing I had these cooking. One for each of us. The adults, that is. Agreed?
Jan shoots me a look, and I just know she'd be having two of them if I weren't here.
Yeah, and how about I trade my sweet potato for some of the casserole or something?
No, you will die tonight. Jan has decided.
If I were a
Okay.
kinder adult, I would let her have mine. But I'm not. I'm just gonna eat it. Screw this young lady. Sounds amazing. Thank you for sharing. I was wondering if I was going to eat before dinner. What?
Before dinner time, I would assume. Or eat at dinner time, or I don't know.
She'll now have second dinner, and then later she will
I'll
have
eat
third
before
dinner.
dinner, and then I will have dinner, and then I'll have my after dinner,
Dinner.
which comes
Yeah, it's like
after the
breakfast,
second dessert.
breakfast, and third breakfast.
Exactly. The hobbits know
And
what's
then you
up.
go over to brunch.
What do you mean you don't do second sweet potato?
Jan sighs with exaggerated disappointment, and we all sit down at the table to dig into our meal.
It's so good. I love a casserole.
Now you say you love the sweet potato.
So, Jackie, are you excited? Nervous? You know, for the show tonight. It's your first time performing at Morgan's Traveling Circus, but you'll have to pretend. That must be a lot of pressure.
Yes, I hope everything will go smoothly.
Well, if there is anything I can help you with, just let me know.
Actually, I do have some questions for you.
Ah, of course.
Boring. You can talk over there, I'm still eating. While you're distracted, I might be able to.
To steal another yam for Jan. Sure. Alright. Did we ask about the young prankster? We did. Let's ask about the old puppet. Do you know what Echo keeps in the trunk on his wall?
I don't.
Do you want to know?
Isn't it locked? How do I know that?
Well, we found two puppets inside. She just...
Who's we?
There's the small criminal. Oh. Oh, it was Chip, yeah.
It's Chip, isn't it? Oh, Echo is gonna be so mad. I want no part of this.
Okay. Alright. Talk to me about... Yeah. So, Jan's your sister.
In everything but blood.
How'd you meet? Or how did your parents...
Oh, it's not. Our parents are not involved. She's my sister, not my parents' daughter.
Oh, I see.
We met 3 years ago. I was already doing shows for Morgan. I was doing a fine performance outside And to a pretty packed audience, I might add. In the middle of my show, I looked down from the stage and saw a small kid lifting a wallet from a woman, and then a pocket watch from someone else.
This is a different story.
This is a different
I-
story.
Didn't want to get someone that young in trouble, so I asked the stage manager to find her discreetly. But he couldn't find her anywhere. I guess she must have realized that I saw her and snuck away. At the risk of sounding insensitive, this sort of thing happens all the time in the circus. We do what we can to help, but it's often out of our control, like my fire.
Right, of course.
So I went back to my room to rest. But then I heard kids outside my door shouting, and footsteps on my rooftop. Turns out she was running on top of the trains to get away from a bunch of children who were chasing her. They couldn't climb like she could, so they were shouting for her to come down. Unrealistic, they would have just thrown stones. It's a long story, but basically they were supposed to pull the stuff they stole to give to some boss.
Ah.
So left out the criminal aspect to the detective.
I've heard stories of criminals who train children to steal for them.
Yeah. The other kids found out she kept the pocket watch to herself, so they tried to chase her down. I think she saw me and jumped down into my room through my window. That was the first time I got a good look at her. She was only 10 years old at the time, thin like a twig and wired like a wildcat. I immediately thought of my younger siblings back home. I sent those kids running, threatening to burn them to death. God knows we didn't have guards. Then Jan and I got to talking. She said she didn't have parents, so I asked her if she wanted to stay with me. She said no, but wouldn't leave.
She's smiling. The corner of her eyes and her mouth crinkle ever so slightly.
We kept her in Echo's trunk for a while.
She became one with the dolls.
As soon as she learned to walk without strings attached, we let her join the circus as a performer. I said if she wanted to stay, she'd have to return the pocket watch. She reiterated that she didn't want to stay, but she went with me to return the watch all the same.
And she ended up staying.
She never left.
Oh. Alright, now I want to hear the other side of the story. Jan, get in here. So I assume I'm gonna have to talk about Aideen.
Mm-hmm.
What about your sister? What do you think scares her? What a conversation opener, but sure.
I have this friend called Steven. Alex, what do you think would scare him?
Oh, that's easy. American units.
Yeah.
American what?
units?
Units of memory.
Idiot units. Idiot units.
Like, every time someone mentions the British thermal units, I shiver.
Stephen wakes up in the middle of the night. Like the opposite of that one meme, like the European version, you know, like, what the fuck is a mile? And then no gun sounds because we don't shoot as many people here.
No,
And
Steven wakes up in the middle of the night, hits something on the nightstand, and the voice says, "It is 80 degrees today," and you're like, "What the fuck?"
What the fuck? Yeah.
So
40
usually
degrees,
does
it's
not
really
curse.
cold.
That's
And every time I realize that a fluid ounce and a regular ounce are not the same, I shiver.
yeah. And please add 1 cup of stuff to your recipe. Like,
Oh yeah, but the cup,
can
yeah, no,
handle that
no.
one.
Instead of a cup, we need
With
a heaping
recipes.
cup. What What do you mean a heaping cup?
Oh, well, it
Well,
has a fancy hat.
You stuff as much into the cup as you can fit before it goes off to the side, especially funny with fluids.
One
Yeah.
he-
But a heaping liquid cup is different from a heaping.
You know what's also funny? What's Steven will also be scared of? When Steven goes to the supermarket with his prepared list, watching out for the discount, and they tell him the discount is gone.
Mm.
He'll
No,
shiver right there.
I bet he'd also enjoy the fact that taxes are not included in the shop prices. And then you find out at the cash register.
Oh,
well, the thing
that
is,
was horrible.
like, how are you supposed to know how much the taxes will be?
Yeah, you do it in your head, right?
No, but then
right?
you need to know
Except
how much.
that different things do have different tax on them.
So there's no way to know. It's just price roulette. Alright, enough complaining. I don't dislike America. I just dislike their units of measure. A lot.
I don't dislike America. I like a lot of things about America. Just don't like their current government. But let's not get political.
It's like, I don't dislike America. I like a lot of things about America. For example, that it's far away.
And if they tell me how far away, I won't understand them.
Yeah. Do we go back to the plot, or do we want to do another round of what scares someone?
Well, we first have to find the plot.
Oh, that's true. Is there
Check the
n-
trunk. Check the
nothing
trunk,
in
and then
here?
the sofa.
Nothing. She's not afraid of anything.
What? Come on, everyone's scared of something.
Not Eileen. She's not afraid of fire, not afraid of knives, not afraid of the dark, not afraid of heights, not afraid of bugs, not afraid of ghosts. She's not even afraid of getting hurt or dying.
And I've tried all of those. Right? Pretty sure she has.
But she is afraid of losing you.
He's afraid of putting the month before the day, but like even further before the year.
Steven's trauma
I
just
hate
he
you,
got
Steven.
stuck. He got so stuck in the trauma.
Oh. Date formats. Oh. The programmer here is in immense pain. Can we please move on?
It's okay. He'll soon be replaced by, AI anyway. So
Okay, I think
Oh, I
that
wish.
might be a bit of an exaggeration. No, you know what's a bit of an exaggeration? Expressing your units of measure in like inches and feet and yards and miles, and none of them convert nicely. Like how many yards are in a foot? Nobody knows. Like nobody knows. It's
3.
unknowable.
3.
There's not three yards in a foot.
No, 3 feet in a yard.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah. 12
Okay.
inches in a foot, 3 feet in a yard.
All right. How many inches in a yard?
Well, then you would take 12 times 3, so that would be 36.
All right. All right. You want to know how many centimeters there are in a meter?
100.
Exactly. Do you want to know how many millimeters are in a meter?
Yeah, it's very consistent. You just add a 0.
Yes, except that there's also hectare.
That's not a unit of length.
No, that was for
Hectare and
area,
acre
right?
and all that. Yes,
Yeah.
but that's still they're kind of more old-ish, but they got their equivalents.
All right.
Anyway,
That's because you haven't seen her perform yet. You are a magician. You just do fake tricks. She swallows fire for real and she's not scared. Nothing can scare her.
Jackie, do a real trick and make Jan disappear.
I can't get mad about slander because I'm too busy being charmed by her passionate defense and praise of her sister. Alright, alright. I bet she is a fearless lady. But I bet there's one thing she's afraid of. She crosses her arms and glares at me.
What?
Something happening to you. You're her sister, aren't you? I bet she's worried about you, especially doing dangerous acts as the acrobat. Am I right?
That doesn't count.
I want to open my mouth again, but Jan rushes in to cut me off.
Smiley face.
Yeah, I saw the smiley face too.
Shut up. Do you want me to answer your other questions or not?
I raise my hands in surrender. Alright.
Ask her about the successor.
I'll ask her about success. Yeah, why not?
I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Alice asked me not to reveal this to anyone, I promised.
Okay.
I
Then just
wanted
do
to
what
ask
you
her about
get.
more than friends.
Do that. Do it. Do it.
I didn't want to keep this a secret for understandable reasons. I have no idea if Jan knows anything, but I'm certainly not going to be the one to tell her. I would. It would be awkward and I would enjoy it
So,
very much.
what do you think about the relationship your sister had with Hattie, who's now dead? Chip's jealousy would be an interesting one to get the
Yeah, I
little
was
sister's
asking-
perspective on.
I could ask Chip jealousy. Sure. Was Chip the previous ringmaster?
Yeah, when I first came here. But I think it changed over to Hattie when she joined.
Do you think Chip wanted to give up the role?
No, he got sad about it.
What?
I remember he had got a new game that he was going to play with me that week. But when I went over, I saw him face down on the couch talking to me like this.
She puts her hands over her mouth to muffle her voice.
ASMR.
You mean #7H3I inverted apostrophe asterisk percentage sign at ASM $ tilde.
That's not a tilt, that's a squiggle.
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 Foolish. Squiggle.
That sounds like a Pokemon. Squiggle. Squiggle. Squiggle.
Squiggle.
Squid. Squid. Squiggle. Go.
Squiggle. What type would Squiggle be?
Squiggle. You would look derpy, that's for sure. Squiggle, squiggle. I don't know, I can see it being water type, then like a jelly-like Pokemon.
Oh, water psychic. Or
Water
fairy.
psychic. Or water fairy. And then it's a jello. That just squiggles.
Ah, water poison.
Oh, that would be interesting. Water poison. Yeah.
Isn't that a common type, water poison?
There are several, like the tentacles, and there are some more.
Alright.
Exactly. So if
Wiggle.
you remember correctly, there is already a water poison that's a jellyfish. You're welcome.
Yeah, but not a jellyfish. Actual jelly.
Did I want to add something else? Oh yeah, it's probably fairy. Whenever it's derpy and stupid, it's fairy.
Okay, water fairy. We'll settle on that.
Excellent.
And yes, I do have immense prejudice against the fairy type. Thank you very much.
I like fairy type a lot, but there are some derpy ones in there.
Anyway, I pulled on his hair and rammed it against the bed. And then pulled it back again. I rammed it against the bed, then yanked it back again to get his face out of the couch. And he said he didn't want to play anymore. He wouldn't tell me why he was sad or crying really loudly after that. But he asked me if I could help him cheer up. So I asked him to tell jokes, and I pretended to laugh really hard in a fake voice. That's so funny!
You did? That's a nice thing to do.
I'm really good at fake laughing.
Okay. Sensing my skepticism, her face turns defiant.
Now try it, tell me a joke.
Okay, you know why I know you can see in the dark?
Oh wait, too early. I mean, no, I can't.
You can because you are an acrobat. Okay, you are really good at this.
No, it's actually kind of funny.
Or she has one of those personality disorders where she actually can convincingly fake emotions because she doesn't have any.
Really?
No. See, he bought it too, just like Chip. He bought it a little too much because it worked, it cheered him up, and we got to play the game. But he really thinks I like his jokes now, which sucks ass.
Oh, at what cost, yeah? At what cost?
Even now, every time we play games, he tells another joke and I have to fake laugh again. I tell him it's not funny, but he's like, but you laughed so hard that time.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Exactly. That's why I never do any.
Okay. Right. We'll ask about Can you tell me a little bit
Okay,
more
Alex,
about
I'll
yourself?
fake laugh for you. I'm
Do not endanger our friendship.
I'm 13. I like lemon pies and music on the radio, except that Jolene song. And I killed Hattie.
Blink, blink. What? There!
What?
There! How much more proof do you need?
I just wanted to see that face.
You almost gave me a heart attack. Do you say things like that all the time?
Yeah, I'm all about the shock value. It's funny.
Can I be sure you didn't do it?
I'm not tall enough for where the knife was, otherwise I would have.
You're a
Oh?
fucking acrobat.
How do you know
That
where the
would
knife was?
Photo scene?
Wait, how would you know about the knife or the height unless you've been there?
I was there when I was doing the murder.
What are you...
Are you that gullible? I snuck in, of course. Everyone else saw it anyway. Echo, Alice, Ideen, Moses too, and the cops. I just wanted to know what was going on.
I saw it, you mean?
The tent where Hattie died.
Okay. At first she scared me, and then I thought she was just joking. And now I'm not so sure anymore. Why did she say those things if she didn't do it?
Because it's funny.
What? I didn't say...
I know what you are thinking.
Oh no, she reversed
didn't
mind
do it.
reading.
But also, if I did it, I wouldn't say. Reverse psychology. Like, this kid's kind of fucked up. But
Doors
You know,
closed,
this is the moment where you should actually pop the achievement for getting confession from the murderer.
Am I allowed to go here now? I'm allowed to go here now. I'm not. Okay. Let's see.
In an hour is the meeting, right?
Yes.
In an hour, the meeting is.
Thank you, Yoda.
Welcome, you all.
Yeah, and I have one more question.
Are you proven sane, or should we just assume you're not? What does your psychologist say?
Did you know that Hassie was planning to leave the circus before her death?
Well, she planned to before, but now she's going to after.
Yes, apparently she had an offer to have a show on television.
Really? How much money were they giving her?
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's definitely a lot more money than the circus, or else she wouldn't go. So she was just about to strike it rich, but now she's dead. That's unlucky.
You mean like, that's unfortunate.
Maybe those things are related.
Like if someone doesn't want her to get rich because they're jealous? Her theory aligns with what Chip and Echo said. I guess jealousy is a big motivator. Okay. That surprisingly was insightful. I'm gonna ask another question. I heard the circus may be having some trouble financially. Have you ever considered what you'll do if the circus has to close down?
A what? That's not true, is it?
I'll become a hitman.
Her disappointed face makes me feel guilty. Maybe I shouldn't be informing a teenager that she could lose her job.
Is it true?
Maybe Moses will find a way to make it work.
I mean, it's true. No, I don't want to go to school.
That's what you're worried about?
Ideen has been trying to get me to school forever. If the circus really closes, she would definitely nag even harder.
You should go to school.
I don't want to. I've never gone to school, but I heard it's boring.
You like pranks, right? Well, there will be plenty of opportunities for that in school.
Indeed.
That won't work on me. I have plenty of opportunities now. I like things the way they are now. I like doing acrobat shows. Yeah. Besides, I get paid now. You don't get paid at school, and I'd have no money.
This is true.
What? No,
You
you
get
bully
paid
money
in
from the other
knowledge.
people. You bully lunch money from the other people.
That's some nice lunch money you got there. We're a real shame if something were to happen to her.
Exactly.
If only you could give it to someone to safeguard it.
Hmm.
Well, your sister can help you.
What if she doesn't want to?
Oh. I'm sure she was being genuine about thinking school's boring. But maybe, just maybe, a part of her questions whether her newfound family will survive the potential cost. She's been suggesting it, hasn't she? I'm sure she's prepared.
I don't want to go to school. People go to school to learn how to make money. I'm already making money. She doesn't need to help me.
There is some logic there, but yeah.
It's not wrong. It's just majorly incomplete, but it's not wrong.
Mhm.
Let's talk about the financial crisis.
Yeah. So if, and I mean if, theoretically, you find out who Hattie's apprentice actually is in the circus.
Why are you asking? Do you know who it is?
I do, but I promised her not to tell anyone. Particularly you. No, no, I don't. I just mean if we find who it is, then what you told Senator Price about how the circus could stay profitable may actually come true. Then you will have a real Neil Hattie, right? He pauses.
I'm afraid it's not this simple, Miss Jackie. It never is. First of all, show business doesn't work like that. Even if this apprentice can do everything Hattie can do, which is already questionable given the short time Hattie had to train anyone, it still doesn't guarantee they'll have the same popularity. The audience is one of the most mysterious things in the world. Try as anyone might, and believe me, we do try. No one can predict how they take to a performer. I'm sure you can think of some singers or actors where even though someone's technically skilled, they just might not have the it factor. Hattie's success and popularity is a rare combination of a number of factors. Her talent and skills, of course, her drive and innovation, her personality, but also who she is, when and where she came onto the scene.
You're just describing a career.
I wouldn't call it lightning in a bottle, but it's the closest thing to it.
What?
Steven, if you're still confused, think of the word zeitgeist. Not to mention the fact that if the apprentice can only do Hattie's tricks, there's the inevitable comparison to Hattie. They'll need to create some of their own to succeed. That was why I was so hesitant to hire you, when I thought you were really looking for a job. Even the best magician in the world can't beat overblown expectations to meet an impossible standard. That, coupled with the eventual public knowledge of what happened to Hattie, and the apprentice's relationship with her, is a recipe for disaster. There's more.
There's more?
This thing doesn't have to do with Hattie or the apprentice, it's just... I haven't even wanted to think or talk about this. But if we are on the topic of our financials and our future, perhaps I can't keep ignoring the possibility that if one of our core members were behind Hattie's death, then they didn't just take away one member of our circus with the murder. They took away two. If the killer is not caught, I don't know how anyone is going to deal with the certainty that an unknown murderer is among us. But if the killer is caught, and it turns out to be a performer, then we will be 2 members short.
This all seems impossible, doesn't it?
And I knew. In my heart, I knew it all when I said what I said to Richard. I just hoped. I hoped.
And hope is the key to disappointment.
Steven is being really negative tonight.
Wait, what? I'm always negative. He stays silent for a long time, looking exhausted, but unwilling to let go.
Well, hope is not going to save the day. But at least it brought us some time. Bought us some time, sorry.
Alright, I thought maybe a new clue, but no.
Yeah, the conversation absolutely sounded like, hey, there's gonna be a new clue in this one, right?
But no.
No.
What
We're not talking to Alice.
How is this possible? How?
Wait, go up. Okay. So there's the meeting at 7 p.m. and then the show at 8 p.m. Correct?
Yes. No.
Oh, you should totally go just immediately run to Jan with the secret affair.
Yeah. Oh, let's check in here. Nope. Nothing. Okay. Jan, I have something to share. When I walk in, Aideen and Jan are sitting by the table near the window, having dinner.
Oh, hi, Mr. Jones.
Hey.
Come in, sit down, please. We are just having dinner.
Aideen drags a chair over from the vanity desk for me to sit. They are close to finishing their meal, and judging by what's left on the plates, were having meatloaf and grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh.
Aideen notices me eyeing the sandwich.
Have you eaten yet? Do you want some? I have some more leftover toast, and we have a tiny stove over there. I can fix you.
A grill?
Why is the food different?
No casserole and yams, but grilled cheese
No.
sandwich
This,
and
they
meatloaf.
don't have any of what they had, but she can offer a sandwich, is what she's saying.
No. He also decided that that's the leftovers. I can fix you a grilled cheese sandwich.
If it's not too much trouble, that will be lovely. She finishes hers in one bite and walks over to the small stove to prepare my modest meal.
Hmm?
Sorry?
She curbed hers, obviously. So, how's the investigation going? Caught any lies?
You mean besides the one you orchestrated?
Hey, I didn't. Well,
She laughs in acknowledgement but doesn't seem repentant.
You mean about where she was on Monday night?
Yes, as you eventually admitted, you were here, alone. She wasn't actually with you. She was. Oh, bless you. She was. Why the ambiguity?
because she hasn't told her sister, which is absolutely no point since Jan sticks her nose into everything.
Right, what I don't understand is, why did you lie about it? You had a solid alibi regardless, and a corroborating witness involved. I know you wanted to keep the thing between you. I don't get to continue.
But we're noticed.
Because Aideen's giving me a desperate look. I instinctively look back at Diane, who has stood up from her chair.
What does Korobo whatever mean? She was with Rolf?
Hey, Jan?
Jan ignores her and rushes in front of me, craning upwards towards my face.
Was she? She was?
I'm me. Aideen sighs and walks over.
Don't be hard on the detective. Yes, I was, Jan. I didn't tell you.
They both look deathly serious. And I'm serious too. seriously confused.
You can tell that Steven enjoyed that line.
What does this have to do with anything? Why didn't Aideen tell Yan that she was actually doing? If they were making up the lie together. In fact, why didn't she tell Yan where she was on Monday night?
Because
Why would-
Jan's immediately jealous of anyone.
Why would Yan be upset to know she was with Rolf? And why is she getting upset now? The room is quiet for a few moments, but I can see something brewing on Yan's face. It's like she herself didn't even know how to react. After a moment, she starts screaming.
I'll kill him!
Lies! She lifts her hands like she wants to hit something or someone, but she doesn't. Instead, she stomps out of the room.
She's going to kill someone. I just know she's going to kill someone. Again.
Rolf?
Wait!
Yan slams the train door behind her. Aideen's left in place, speechless. She sighed.
Good job, Steven.
Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. What?
Audience, if you ever find Steven, do not let him talk to your family.
yeah, that will be bad. What was that? Aideen looks worried, guilty, and perplexed.
I don't know.
Yan is worried that if Aideen ever gets involved with someone,
There's less time for her.
and she will be kicked out because now Aideen wants to start a real family. This is all conjecture. You don't know?
Do you have a kid, Mr. Jones?
No, I've already eaten.
Then you won't know what I'm talking about.
But Yan is not.
For all intents and purposes, she's my kid. Now and forever.
Why doesn't she like you with Rolf?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure. My guess is kids with abandonment issues can get possessive. That's why I didn't tell her about. Well, it's no use talking about that now.
I'm sorry. I said something I wasn't supposed to, didn't I? I didn't know that she didn't know.
Come on, she gave you several hints and you just soldiered on.
He
Yeah.
wasn't able to detect if those.
He rolled for perception and failed.
It's like I am a man. I only do hard facts and logic. I don't have emotions. Those are for the second half of the game that I'm not bringing in. What? You're laughing, but this is kind of how this game is made.
Okay.
It's fine.
Are you going to go after her?
I think she needs some time. Can you please go check on her to make sure she's okay?
Me?
Yes, you. You were here. You started it, didn't you?
Well, if she's still saying I started it, clearly it's not fine. Alright, we know where she might be. The train starts shaking. Earthquake? Aideen stifles a laugh before pointing upwards. You mean?
Go check on her, please. I'll join you in a bit.
I head outside the train and look at the roof. A foot in a red belay flat dangles over the edge. Question is, how do I get up here? That's the wrong question. The question is it within reach? Because then you just pull her down.
Oof. Can we just
I'm
get
getting-
Rolf to throw you up there?
I'm getting too old for this. After I finally climb onto the train roof with some significant maneuvering, Jan's already looking a little less angry. Probably due to my unintentional physical comedy act. She looks like she is about to cry. She sees me come up and turns her back.
That's an insult.
Hi.
Why are you here?
To arrest said children. Well, she thought you needed some time.
So she sent you? How are you gonna help?
To be honest, I don't know. The only thing I know how to do is ask questions.
I don't like questions.
Well, sorry, but do you mind if I ask what made you upset? Was it because Aideen was with Rolf? Or was it because she didn't tell you? She rips around with red-rimmed eyes, angrier than before.
She's going to kill you.
No, you don't get it. You don't get anything.
She stomps on the ground, aka the ceiling of Aideen's room, and yells.
Why are you here? I don't even know you. If she wants to know why, she can take me myself.
Whoops, I screwed that one up. She really doesn't like questions. Her voice gets quieter and she whispers.
It's not about any of that.
Please don't cry, Jan. Just as I start to panic, Aideen's head finally pops into view as she sits down next to Jan.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sure if I should show myself out, but Aideen doesn't seem to want me to leave. Or maybe I actually kinda want to stay.
You were with him.
Yes. Is that a problem for you? I can talk to him.
No, I didn't care when you were.
Her eyes flick over to me as she swallows the rest of her words.
When you were, with, I don't care if you like him. I mean, you were with him, so you didn't need to lie.
Aideen's eyes flash in understanding.
You didn't need to lie. You didn't need me to lie and say I was with you, not for you. You did it for me because you think I did it.
Oh shit.
Honey, I don't.
Or you think there's a chance I did it. You think I killed Hattie, so you ask me to lie because then I'd have an... so that he will think I can be guilty.
But one of our investigators was never convinced of this. Intrepid investigator Alex turns out to be correct. Jan stands up and wipes her eyes with her arm. She leans right into Aideen's face.
I didn't. I didn't kill her. Why would I? I was?
It's just a prank, right? She just repeats herself as if she thinks we don't believe her.
I didn't. I just didn't.
It was just an accident, right? You were trying to see if she can really catch the knife,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I thought you were supposed to trust me. I thought if you still wanted me after the stealing and the bad stuff, then you must believe I was good.
Well, murder's a bit far.
I thought you believed.
Her voice is shaking so much that she can't continue. Aideen stands up and wraps Yan in her arms, and then yeets her off the train.
And then
Uh,
gently snaps her neck because she's beyond redemption.
Cluck.
She is so misguided that nothing can be done about her life anymore.
It's unfortunate that it had to end this way.
I'll help you out of your misery. And we know you like it. The sound of kids' neck snapping.
What? Oh. Oh. Well.
God. It was at this point that Alex is like, wait, I'm surrounded by horrible people.
Well, they might be murderous, crazy maniacs, but they are my murderous, crazy maniacs. Honey, I do. I have always believed that. Even when you may not believe that yourself. I didn't think it was you, promise. I know you wouldn't. I couldn't risk it. I didn't sleep the whole night just thinking about you and about Hattie. She was my best friend. Whoever did that to her, I want them to rot. I want them to pay for it. I want them to die.
Why?
But you're my sister, and I know how it might look, but I know you. If it were you, you must not understand. You couldn't have done that if you couldn't have mended. And I know cops. Even if it might not be you, it may not look good. And what happens then? You don't deserve to have your life changed. That's stupid. I know. And deeply wrong. If that's what's truly happened, I will go to hell for it.
What?
But you're my kid. If it was you, then I need to bear some of the responsibility too. Then I should already be in hell.
Yen shakes her head in Aideen's arm, her voice muffled in Aideen's clothes.
Yes, she fell for it.
I didn't do it.
Shh. I know, and I'm sorry, okay? I'm really sorry. Sucker.
I didn't.
I know. I believe you.
I'm sorry, may I interject here? They both glare at me. 1. I do not recommend perjury or tampering with evidence under any circumstance. But the good news is you were only giving your statement to me, a crackpot PI, and not the police or under arm. 2. If I may ask, Miss Yan, why did you agree to lie to say your sister was with you then?
I thought she did it, of course.
I know it. She's crazy. This is all just a ploy to make us think that Jan did not do it. Believe me. What?
I mean, you wouldn't tell me about where you were. And you wanted me to lie for you.
I
She looks like she doesn't know whether to laugh or cry. Instead, she turns to me.
for the record, I didn't do it either.
Well, lady, neither did I. Alright, both of you were lying for nothing. Last question. Can we get off the roof now? They both laugh, but I'm not joking. My knees are going weak from trying not to slip off.
Yes.
Yes. Here you go. A grilled cheese sandwich. Oh no, she's staring again. Sorry about all of that.
It's okay.
Now, I imagine you might have some questions for us.
Yes. I have some questions. For Jan.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Give us the updated alibi, please.
Fine, but I don't want to stand up.
Alright, I'll go. You two stay here.
Alright. So about this secret romance. How do you go about talking to a stranger about this? So, about Rolf and your sister. Thankfully, I don't have to finish the sentence before she reacts, making a face and puts two fingers together.
Are you talking about like this?
If that's what I think it means.
Then I don't want to hear whatever's going on, Eel.
Alright.
I want to know where she actually was. But that's apparently not something we can ask. That's weird.
About Aideen's statement updated? Or Jan's statement updated?
I want to know where Jan was. Was she alone then?
Yeah. So, was listening to the radio in the trailer. She was
Okay,
alone
okay.
until Aideen. Got it. So,
Fine.
could be. But we already asked about the Shadow Trophy, that she was going there. Let's
Just
about
ask her straight out, why did you kill her?
it. Yeah.
That's the key to Hattie's room, right?
You recognize that? How did you?
I've stolen it several times
I've
before.
Yeah, I've stolen it before. Oh, why did you want the key? You want to go to her room?
I wanted to see if there were any clues that would help me solve her case.
She didn't die in there, she died in the tent. The tent is gone now.
Helpful.
I know that, but there could still be things that tell me about her. Which then might tell me about why she was killed.
Yeah, always go through dead people's houses.
Yes.
part
Sometimes
of
the
the
scene of
job,
the crime
kinda.
tells me enough, though. But in this case, the crime scene is gone, like you pointed out.
So you can solve it like the Sherlock guy.
Sherlock Holmes, you read those books.
No, but Aideen loves them. She tries to get me to read them with her, but I think they're too boring, too many words. I like it when she tells Reeds me. What? When she tells Reeds to meet, though. I like the one with the big dog bass.
The
Scooby
Hound of
Doo.
Baskerville.
The Hound of the Baskerville. She rolls her eyes.
You sound just like her.
It's the smoking. Oh no, I'm not a fan, no. I've only read them in passing. She narrows her eyes.
What's the name of the one when he dies?
The final problem. Come on, everyone knows that one.
I didn't know that one.
What's the one with the harpoon?
The
have no idea
Adventure
what the
of
title
Black
is.
Peter. Harpoon Sailor Black Peter. It's easy to remember, it doesn't count.
He remembers way too many of those.
You like them. Why won't you say that? Is it embarrassing for a real detective to read fake detective stories?
Yes.
No, nothing of the sort. I'm not embarrassed. I find the theories interesting. It's a professional interest, nothing to be embarrassed about. She stands on her tiptoes to get close to my face, just to laugh directly into it.
Oh, you should get my dad's opinion about detective series on TV. It's so funny. I had like the best conversation at the start of this week. Because he's a retired police detective, has also worked in the like the there's a term in German for this, and I don't know the German term in English, but basically when you upgrade from like traffic cop to like the something desk and the arson desk and so on. Like they were in the stream, but there's an umbrella term for this
Homicide?
that I don't. No, I don't mean homicide desk. As an umbrella term for basically all the desk work.
Okay.
And
Make detective?
I don't know how I'm supposed to confirm something where I really don't know the term. Not I have forgotten it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think so, yeah. And the wife likes detective stuff on TV and in novels a lot, and my dad is just rolling his eyes and like, this is so bullshit, and yeah, no one actually has the budget to do this and to drive this kind of car as a cop. If you send this for DNA analysis and you have the result back immediately, that's such bullshit, because even if you tag it with urgent, it's gonna take 3 weeks.
Have you seen those strange marks on the pole in front of the Calliope?
Oh, yeah.
What happened?
I think it was monsters.
What kind of monsters?
Like something with big claws. Or maybe an ogre.
Hmm.
I'm joking. It was one of Rolf's horses. Obsidian? I think that's the name.
How do you
Obstacle.
know?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Oh.
no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Steven, we have you back.
Woo!
Let's see.
You were just telling
He's
us a
gone
story
again.
about obstacle.
Oh no, he's back again.
I am back, I am back.
And he's gone again.
I'm not gone.
Steven's back. Tell a friend.
What is happening to my drivers?
Oof. And then he was gone.
No. I'm not gone.
Steven, I
Oh.
thought you called Discord headquarters and made sure this does not reoccur.
Yeah, but this is not Discord. I think this is a driver having an issue.
This is not Discord, this is just my internet.
No. It's not my internet. It's a driver. Okay.